whispers in the breeze.
An ancient sort of siren shivers in the trees.
A shanty sung by heroines and heroes lost to time.
It promises adventures for those who pay it love.
At advantage to your role, though the journey takes its toll, we shall stay hardy, friends remain while facing foes to the dungeons and the dragons we will roam at advantage.
Hello.
Hi.
We're here for a unique and special episode where we discuss what Robin's gonna be up to while the rest of the party catches up. So I guess, do you want to do a recap?
Not really, no.
We can just hop right into it.
I mean, we're just doing the continuation of the story. It's a 0.5. I don't think we need a recap.
Yeah. We'll get a recap in the next episode.
Yeah.
Of all the craziness that happened in Waterdeep. But we're not in Waterdeep anymore. We're in the Mirror of Dead Men. Being in the Mirror of Dead Men, we have reached a roadhouse inn that Robin is traveling to with a mysterious mage named Asbara Joss, who seems to know exactly where he's going as he leads you to this spooky, dilapidated inn in the middle of the Mirror of Dead Men where nobody travels. So, let's see. So, I thought I had that hidden. Is that not hidden for you? Interesting.
What
Okay.
needs to be hidden?
The rooms, but I guess it's supposed to be shadowed.
They look
It's
a little
good.
darker.
Yeah, it's funny. The map is just naturally like that, I guess. Interesting. Okay, hold on. If I do this, okay, it doesn't change anything. Okay, we're good. Never mind. All right. It's just D&D Beyond's a little funky sometimes, but you enter this roadhouse inn that is dimly lit. You thought it was abandoned at first, but upon entering and seeing the little sparse candles here and there, you see there's a half-orc man who's kind of like lazily keeping watch as you actually see some familiar faces in the corner kind of like eating some rations and drinks.
Oh,
real
yeah, they're
quick.
cult members?
Yes, they are you might not have realized that they were cult members, but you were now coming to the realization like, oh, these are cult members. Because as far as you are aware...
two of them were. Hold on,
Yeah.
let me see. Let me look at
Look
my
at your notes, yeah. Because I think as far as you were aware, they were a makeup and perfume merchant that were really bitchy, according to your cat girlfriends.
I think I knew.
They were being really sus.
Part of the dragon cult. That's what I put on there.
Oh, okay then.
Because at some point I was rolling all these rolls during.
I think it's whenever you're speaking with Dead with the bars.
that and also a combination of reading thoughts.
Oh,
I think I had
okay.
stemmed a few things.
Gotcha. But yes, unsurprisingly, you find the three of these bitchy girls, as Oakland Willow put it, sitting here kind of like sharing food and drink, looking very tired themselves as you enter. And the half-orc man, he goes to say, evening, where's the goods? And Asbar leads, oh, there's no need for that, I'm going on ahead. He kind of like furrows his brow. He's like, you don't have any, and Asbar very quickly is like, no. And he's going to attempt to step past this half-orc gentleman, and whisper something into his ear. And whenever he does this, the half-orc's eyes go wide before he says, understood. It's at the storeroom, and Asbar gives a nod before looking over his shoulder at you and continuing on. If you want
Are
to
these
follow
three
them.
looking at us at all, or are they just like doing their own thing?
Let me roll for them. Let's see if they notice you. there. They rolled a 5, so now.
Nope. Okay.
Yeah, they're engrossed in eating, drinking. You can tell they're just like, they look haggard a little
Yeah.
bit. Like they have also traveled like day and night to get here very quickly.
Because they got here before we did.
Yes,
and-
because Damien scared their pants off, but you don't know that.
Yeah, no, I know.
But yeah, they look very haggard and look like they had hurried to get here. And this half-orc gentleman in the center who is staring at you, kind of like you're traveling with him. You can go ahead too. As Asbar is kind of like
pass by, just like, yup.
Yep, okay. Yes. So down, and he will open the door down here and lead the way where the half-orc
like
pointed.
blends into this
I
map.
know. It's very dark. But and he's like looking around because it looks like a normal storeroom until he sees let's see, let's roll for him. Let's see if he sees it. He probably will see it. He's pretty
Can I
smart.
do detect magic
Sure.
while we're in here?
Oh, he didn't roll awful. What's his perception? He probably has a high bonus. Yeah.
Does anything ping?
Just right from the get-go. Roll a perception check.
Is it normal or with detect magic? Is it advantage?
I'll just say roll it normal.
Okay.
Ooh. 14th. So you ping. You get to the same things you saw on Asbara's person the other day, the dagger and the two
Same
scrolls.
stuff, okay.
You see kind of behind you the girls, they seem to also have some like magic weapons of some sort, but nothing really.
Nothing in the room?
Yeah. And you look around the room and this room is pretty devoid of magic. But you do see where Asbar's kind of looking, he seems kind of like confused, like where the fuck am I going? You notice there's a trapdoor hidden under a crate in the back here, like underneath like these things here. You see there's like a little trap door that's like kind of been like hidden underneath all these little bags.
Yeah, I think I'll just like walk over to it and I'll like tap my foot on it.
Mhm.
You mean this? This is what you're looking for?
Yeah. The second you tap your foot on there, the door underneath opens and you see a little lizard face. It's like, you coming down?
Yes. Yes, I am. Thank you.
She'll kind of like trying to like push the door open with the bags on like the like burlap sacks that are on top. And like fling it
Oh my
off.
God.
And it looks like the burlap sacks are like magically like adhered to like the door or something like that. And he like flings it open. And there's like a little lizard folk head like poking out the window. He's like, come on. And he'll climb down this little ladder going down into a tunnel.
So much for secrecy. That was loud.
But Asbar will, you're like, ladies first.
You first.
Well, God forbid I try and be a gentleman and he'll go down. Follow him. As you kind of go down, let's see. May as well have this guy.
Why are these horse tokens so fucking big?
I don't know. They just are. I wanted them to fit in the stables better. Get rid of all of these. Just having to get rid of the other party tokens and adding Asbar. Okay.
Magic.
Magic.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
But as you kind of make your way into this tunnel, you see that there is not one lizard folk, but very, very many, as they are kind of like, this tunnel is like filled with like boxes and crates, some of it like overflowing with coins and jewelry, magic items of all kinds, with your detect magic still up, because this lasts for 10 minutes, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so these boxes, there's so many magical items, just bing, 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 like it's kind of like hurting your eyes a little bit to
Yeah.
look at all this magic in all these different crates that these lizard folk are carrying,
She
putting
like,
it
puts
to
her hand to her head like, what a headache.
But there's just boxes and crates of.
But it's only in the boxes, not on like the lizard folk.
No, they are mostly in like rags and like bones, like very like treated leathers that look very worn. And you see like this one closest to you this one. Hello, you want to ping? No. Okay, well this one right in the front here. He was the one that had ushered you down. He kind of gives you a nod as he gets back to work, moving these crates and putting them into like a basically like a wagon that they're going to be pushing through these tunnel themselves. But they seem to be just like kind of expecting you to keep on going, along with Asvara, who just kind of starts like.
How do you spell his name?
Azbara. Asvara Joss. But he's just gonna like walk through these like little lizard folks and continue on.
Do they look dazed at all? Or they look normal?
Make a insight or I guess a perception check, whichever.
Like, are they slaves? Oh boy.
10. They don't look like they're like under between your detect magic and just like taking a look at them. They don't look they're under any sort of like influence, but they do all look pretty haggard. Like their clothes, like even for like lizard folks living in a swamp, are pretty ratty, and a lot of them are kind of emaciated. So you get the idea that it might be some sort of enslavement, or at least some sort of like these are hard like workers. Like they are like being treated pretty roughly in these situations. They are hurriedly putting these boxes away, but.
Okay. Gonna step on any toes. Just gonna keep going.
Yep. All right. Well.
Do they look like their hit points would be like a 5 kind of thing? Like, do they look weak?
Not actually.
Or do they look like more? Do they look stronger than they just look haggard?
They look pretty haggard, but you do see there's like swords and spears strapped to their back,
Okay.
and some of them, while they are they look very sallow. Like some of them are pretty freaking ripped. So you get their
So if like their fight happened, I'd probably die.
yes.
Okay.
Unless you happen to catch them all unawares with a big old fireball, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, if any like they all turned on you, you'd be in trouble. And you see Asgard kind of gets a similar vibe, and he's hurriedly going down the tunnel.
Yeah, okay. I think as we get out of there, which one is it? Yeah, I'll just. What is this on? One of my rings? I'll just light.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so I'll just have like a little thing of light in my hand.
Yes, that will help because it is very dark in this
Yeah.
tunnel.
But like once we get away from all the glowing boxes, I don't want them attacking for whatever reason.
yeah.
Just keep following.
So this tunnel does last a good while. Let's see. Nope. This is not my notes. Where are my notes? Dun 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 dun. It does take like a good like day or two more of travel in these tunnels.
Okay.
So you're in these tunnels for like a good like day and a half.
Oh my God.
With this guy. I think Lee, you came prepared with rations and all that. And if there's anything that you want to do or say while you're in these tunnels, you can, or we can just keep going.
I guess the only thing I would ask him is like, and I'd probably do this with a message and not do it out loud because I don't know what's listening in these walls. What all that tributes for your organization in the boxes? Or
Yes. I'm not exactly sure of the details itself. That's why I'm heading to the castle now. But yes, it seems that they are gathering a large tribute to Her Majesty.
would I know who that is?
How much do you know about the cult?
I
don't want to say too much.
know. Can I roll like a history or something?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I don't remember how much you have overheard so far. That's the big thing.
I know she's a big bad. I don't know if she's Her Majesty.
Well, yeah, just roll a
Yeah,
history.
like-
Or
I
religion.
know,
You
I
can also
think-
roll religion, too.
Bruh.
No, that works, too. So there's been a lot of talk about dragon cult this, and there's lizard folks here. Some of the cultists that you, like, guys had fought in the camp had been using, like, elements of like chromatic dragons, and I think it probably hits you all at once that her, like the way he says it, like Her Majesty, like as if she's a queen, and you're like, a queen of dragons. Oh my god, is he talking about Tiamat?
Yeah, okay.
Because that's the only queen of dragons that you know, and based on how intense Bromwyn was, that maybe he had some reasoning for how intense he was being. If it's about a cult dedicated to raising Tiamat, and maybe they actually have some plan, and it might hit you all at once in this cave. You might be getting it a little deeper than you originally intended. But this cave does last like the day and a half. You guys kind of going this tunnel, and you do see the occasional lizard folk runners going to and fro, coming from the end of the tunnel of wherever you're heading. There's lizards coming with empty wheelbarrows, and from behind you there's lizard folk with full wheelbarrows just ushering.
Oh my god, they're making a dragon horde.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's exactly what's happening.
Amazing.
Going back and forth.
Would I know anything? Okay, so in my mind, she's looked into a few cults, but nothing like crazy.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she would know anything about what happens with that. Like if it gets used for some purpose, or if it's literally just a horde.
I mean, between your history check, like dragons are, horde, like they have hordes, and ritual components of spells, and a lot of like those really powerful spells have components where you have to expel some large spell, like sums of money for components and stuff. Like,
okay.
So it's not very clear to you whether or not they are components for the spell to summon Tiamat, or if it's just an offering to her, but
nothing good.
Yes.
Okay.
But soon you reach the end of this tunnel, and it kind of opens up back to the swamp, much deeper into the swamp, clearly, with fog rolling in, and it is nighttime as you exit this tunnel, and not too far from this tunnel, you see what looks like a campsite. It looks like it's been long abandoned at this point, with a lot of the canvas kind of torn and worn over time. Like the fire pit is long grown cold. But it looks like somebody had set up camp here for a little bit ago.
Okay, so in those 2 days that we were still in the cave, she would have fully tried to make that hood, a little face mask.
Oh yeah,
kind of muddy her hair a little bit, and so when they come out, she's gonna have more of that on.
Yes.
Is this an abandoned camp?
Yeah, so It looks like this abandoned camp on the edge of this riverside. And he's like, I guess we can set up camp here for right now, and then in the morning set out the rest of the way, hopefully.
Do you know why this was abandoned? Was this you guys? Or is there something else we should be wary of? Camps don't just stay like this for no reason.
As far as I know, it's not our doing, but we're in the middle of the Mirror of Dead Men, so it's probably nothing good.
Okay, and she's gonna set up her bubble.
Bubble. Good deal. So you guys find your rest pretty easily, so you can set that bottle up and then take your long rest. And then in the morning, the fog is rolling in over this river that you guys have kind of camped beside. And you see, through the walls of your bubble, there's these little floating lights, leading further into the swamp. Right here, and here you are. Just leading deeper into the swamp.
Do they look like will-o-wisps?
That's exactly what they look like.
Okay. I feel like she would know that.
Yep. But also, as you notice this, you do hear some noise coming from the river over this way, and you see two canoes parting through the mist, and you see another group of little lizard folk kind of making their way onto the shore. And they're kind of shoring up their boats, They kind of like look on edge whenever they see you too, or like see this big bubble, because I guess you haven't come out of the bubble yet. They see this big bubble and they're like, "That wasn't there before, was it?" And they're like, "No," and like kind of speaking in like a bit of draconic back and forth. Or they're like,
I like nudge Asmara. Are those also with you?
I mean, they're not with me, but I believe they're with the
Ugh,
people I'm going to go see.
so many hoops. Okay. Which way do we need to go? Do you know?
I definitely want to go deeper into the swamp. I would not want to do that at all. I'm going to ask them if we can steal one of their boats and continue on our way, because our destination's on the other side of the river.
I want to follow the will-o-wisp so bad.
They're just there, floating in the fog ominously.
Okay, I'm gonna hop out of my bubble.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it'll like disperse at this point.
Yeah. And they like all like jump at attention whenever that happens. Like, ah, did you see that? She just popped out of nowhere.
She's let her around like wink. Yes, don't worry about it. And then come a little closer to the will-o-wisp.
As soon as you get within like 5 feet of it, it like disappears.
Oh boy. Okay.
And then you see the other one kind of floating there.
As much as I want to, she would want to go faster to the other area.
And you see Asbard wants nothing to do with
Yeah.
this. Will-o-wisp. He's going over these lizard bolts and he's like starting up a conversation like, "Now, since you're going, can we grab one of the boats?" And they're like, "Oh, yeah, I guess, whatever." And you see they dismount from their little boat and head basically the direction you guys came from. And he's going to unmoor the little, untie the little rope and hop into the boat. He's like, "You coming?"
Yeah, I'm coming.
Trust me, you would not like what's at the end of those slides, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Alright. But,
Magical and interesting. I guess I get it a little now.
Alright, so I'm gonna hop you over to... so you guys pass through this river. It takes like another like half day travel or so. But as you guys kind of
Is this like within those 7 days of travel, or is this added on?
This is added on.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a long trip. But as you guys kind of reach the bank of the river, you see this big giant structure coming out from the fog. This big abandoned looking castle, and surrounding this castle, you see hundreds of figures going through the fog and running around. This map's probably going to take a while to load because there's a fuck ton of shit going on here. Oh wait, let me get rid of the party. Oops.
I'm assuming this is where that would choose.
Yes, for sure. Let me get you here.
Jesus.
I'm gonna get rid of everybody else. Oh, hold on.
Crocodiles. What's in here? Oh my god. I just literally threw myself in the belly of the beast, huh?
Uh-huh. You sure did.
Okay.
You sure did. But you have a guide, so that is one thing that you do have over the rest of the party.
Giant
at least.
frogs? Are
Yes.
these frog people?
Yeah, they're giant frogs, and then there is frog people, little bugs.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, is he already on this map? Is that why it's being stupid? Oh, he's way up here. Hello.
I'm gonna go grab a
Here.
little more drink.
Okay.
Right back. You want anything from the kitchen?
I'm good. Oh, I hit the power button. Is it going to turn off my computer? I hope not. I didn't mean to.
Be right back, guys.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Big castle. Big castle in a swamp. Big old castle. There we go. Oh, that's just on the screen itself.
Okay, so where are
Okay.
we on this map?
So
Right
you guys
here?
are right there, yeah.
Jeez.
So I kind of there. So you guys have reached this. Pull up your boat onto the shore. There's like a little lizard folk guard who's kind of like looking at you guys with suspicion before Asvara says, "Oh gosh, hold on. What's his
Password?
name? What's his name? Hold on. I wasn't expecting this to come up yet. Okay. Even though I should have, considering.
Considering?
Yeah. He'll like take a nod at the lizard folk guard. He's like, I'm a friend of Rathmodar, and the lizard folk kind of stands up a little sharper, and he's like, understood. You have fun in there. And he'll kind of like point you towards the castle. So surrounding this castle, there's several huts of various makes. So you see more lizard folk around, tending to giant lizards in a pen to the south. And then you see these little frog creatures tending to giant frogs themselves with these little
Yeah,
green,
there you go. Exactly.
Green, yep.
That's exactly what happened.
What? Oh.
What the hell's going on here on this day? She said you would
mean,
say exactly those things.
Yep. And there's some like green, like leafy huts that the frogs seem to be gravitating towards that are all muddy, and then you see some more like drier straw huts closer to the castle that it seems like the lizard folk are kind of inhabiting here. And then there is the entrance to the castle, not too much further, guarded by some more bullywugs, and a moat around the castle where you can see spined and scaly things swimming in the water.
Yeah, I think Robin's losing her mind a little bit.
Yes, this is a big operation that you have stumbled upon. But Asvara, who honestly, I mean, if you want to make an insight check for him,
Yeah. I think as I see all the things, I feel like it's you look across the horizon and like a bunch of the horizon's like wiggling, and she looks over, she's like, okay. She doesn't want to like give herself away. So you want me to do insight?
Yes.
Boo.
Yeah, 13. Yeah, he seems to be a little tense himself. He doesn't seem like perfectly comfortable in this situation.
Yeah, I think she's gonna try and message him.
Yeah.
You look as uneasy as I am. What was the business that you had? You had to come all the way to the top? Don't think I ever asked.
Well, similarly to you, I'm looking for somebody. And he's going to sit up a little taller and continue further in. And he'll like say to you, like, there's just a few more skilled individuals than I was anticipating.
A few more? You're talking about a whole fucking army. Sorry.
Nope,
I didn't say that.
very true. And he's going to continue on in these muddy, lifting up his little wizard robes a little bit, stepping through the mud. It's not quite as thick or deep as it was at the beginning of the
I think she's
adventure,
going to cast her floating disc again.
Yeah.
And just get on top and like get a good big stick, kind of like push herself like through the mud. And like as she like gets closer to Asvara, kind of be like, you what?
And he will gladly step atop. And you see a lot of the lizard folk kind of raise their eyebrows at the two of you, like, wait, will one hurt you? But you guys go to the entrance of the castle.
Floating disc has come in clutch too many times.
Oh, yeah. It's mostly used for keeping mud off your feet, but indeed.
But it
you
hasn't
guys-
worked twice.
Yep. So you guys make it to the entrance of the castle, and you see like the bullywug guards kind of like look at each other a little bit before sighing and like ushering him in, or both of you on the disc, I should say.
Yeah, I will say, how long does this little journey take us?
To the castle itself, it's only like a few minutes walk. But Did you mean like the whole of the journey, or just
well,
like?
I will say, I think because like she's never like done the adventuring before.
Mhm.
I think that like as they are doing the walking in the cave, and like even here, she's like trying to do quick little sketches of like these things that she's not really ever encountered before.
Mhm.
She's not gonna get close enough to like find out their weaknesses or anything, but I think she
Yeah.
is gonna like have a little book of like
Mhm.
what is okay. Didn't know that existed. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So there's the giant lizards and there's giant frogs alongside the lizard folk and the bullywugs. But as you guys make your way deeper into the castle, or I guess enter it properly, you see inside this castle, the very entrance at least. Blah 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 blah. Hello. Oh, it's already there. Okay. Blink. You see a bunch more of these bullywugs and the giant frogs. They are all kind of like, so the floor's all muddy in here, but you do see that there is like a wooden walkway here. That it looks like possibly, hello. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. That's why. A little like wooden walkway here that it looks like potentially like some of the other cultists had maybe put in. Who were people who are not fan of mud put in a little wooden walkway here over this really thickly mudded area that a lot of the bullywugs are like kind of like shimmied into the mud where it's like just like their eyeballs poking out the mud and they're just like glaring at you as you walk in. And Asbar is like, I would recommend not getting too close to the giant toads, as he kind of
I think
daintily
she,
steps
like,
off the floating
leans
disc.
over and is gonna like send him a message. Like I don't think she's talking out loud
Mhm.
this entire
Oh, yeah.
time. She's
Mhm.
like too scared that she's gonna croak.
Yeah.
And she like leans over. Since when do frogs follow dragons? Is that common knowledge?
Yeah, I mean, in the swamp, everything kind of. I mean, are you familiar with the story of Ragamonther?
I don't know.
Yeah, you want to make a history check?
I was like, she might be. She did go to wizard school for a little bit. History, or would it be like religion, or just history? Okay.
History.
Bruh. No.
That one. You were shaking your boots a little bit. The last thing you could think of is some dragon or whatever.
I haven't been to wizard school in like 20 years. So I don't know.
It is the name of the black dragon that calls this swamp home. He's kind of been the guy in charge here for a while, but it looks like there's been a new top dog that's rolled in. As he kind of looks at all these bullywug that are like fully outfitted in weaponry and stuff that you get the idea that they aren't really too wieldly with, but it looks like they has been gifted to them, and they are boasting it proudly, even though they probably don't really know the best way to wield a sword. That is
Amazing.
so nice. And then as you guys kind of further down this little wooden walkway, the floor gets a little bit more stony and less muddy. You pass by a staircase that seems to lead up to a like a wall, like a parapet thing that there had been a bunch of bullywugs kind of standing up on top of, keeping watch. And you guys continue deeper into the castle. Oh, hello. This map zoomed so far out. Okay, there we go. Okay. Please. This is very hard to do on a laptop. Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, did you have a stopping point in mind for this? Or
We'll see what happens.
okay. Oh boy.
But you make your way further into the castle. There's a long hallway here. And it gets less muddy. There's still mud everywhere. In this little area, there looks like there's like little holes for like archers to kind of like shoot any intruders. But you see Asbar makes his way in.
Do I see archers there?
Make a perception check.
Oh god.
You kind of poke your head in. You see like some flickering sort of like firelight, but you don't see any eyeballs poking at or like peeking at you through the wall.
Okay. I think she still has her light up.
Very nice, very nice.
Or she does not have to put her light up. Just like to make
Gotcha.
sure she can see through all
Yeah,
the
well, I will
holes and
say,
cracks.
yeah, it'll say like with the light, with the channel, you can like hold it up to the light. There's nobody in there.
Okay.
And these walls are pretty well lit with like torches every like couple of feet and all that, so you're not having to like rely on any magical light too badly. It seems like there's other folk that don't have dark vision in this area. But as you make your way deeper into the castle, coming around this corner, let's see.
I don't know if I'm supposed to see that yet. Oh, just a frog guy.
Oh,
A lizard.
why is he there?
I don't know.
Interesting. You come into this big open chamber, where there seems to be a couple of lizard folk, training with swords, along with some bullywugs who seem to be lazing around at a nearby table. You can make your way deeper in here. Blink. 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 But deeper into here, yeah, you see some bullywugs kind of lounging at the table. You see some lizard folk fighting, and then you finally lay eyes on some more humanoid skinned creatures further into this
Here.
castle. These are the first like actual cultists you have seen
Okay.
properly. You see there is a elven man here who is barking orders to these lizard folk training, and then also these two cultists here who seem to be carrying hammers and nails as they're hurrying deeper into the castle, and they kind of disappear. Oops, hello. They disappear. Hello. Let me grab them. They disappear into this little like door here. And he kind of like takes an eye at you guys as you kind of enter, and he's like, "May I help you?" And Asbar kind of steps forward, and he's like, "Oh, I'm here to seek counsel with Rath Modar, and this is my associate," kind of like nodding towards you.
Do like
And
a
he,
little
yeah,
bow.
he kind of like curls his lip at the two of you guys. He's like, "Very well, let me show you to your chambers." And he's gonna turn and like flip his cape dramatically in an elven fashion. But let me see. So he's
I
like,
think Robin thinks to herself, like, I hope she didn't turn out like that.
yeah, right. But yes, he is a high elf. Looks like he has like of Sen elf descendancy. In thick, like scaled leather. And looks like he has a chip on his shoulder. As he kind of guides you guys over around the corner here. Asbar will follow.
Oh well.
And he is going to lead your way. So there is a doorway here where it looks like the door has been like caved in a little bit. It's just like, oh, this place is like, while it is inhabited, this place is kind of just
Like dilapidated.
been, oh yeah, this place has been long abandoned, and it looks like it's only recently been used as this like little camp of sorts. But as you're entering, you see a giant drake, as soon as you kind of like enter a little bit, and you see another one kind of guarding a little further in. You get the idea this place might be a little like off limits, and you see that the drakes do kind of stand up at attention and look like they're about to attack before the little blonde elf like puts his hand up and the creature stands down. And then he motions to you to like make sure this thing is a sniffy before going further in. I don't want any harm to come of my two mages here.
I think like she's all like not fully crying, but she has strength to hold back the tears. Guys.
And you see he kind of makes his way further in, and you see Asbar kind of holds his hand up to this drake that kind of like sniffs his palm very aggressively before kind of sitting back on his haunches, and Asbar kind of gestures for you to do the same.
Okay.
Put your hand through his little nose. And he'll kind of like snuffle at you a little bit before kind of sitting back down on his little paws. Whenever he's not posed to attack, he's quite cute, but you get the idea this thing could rip you to shreds in seconds.
Oh boy.
But he leads you further in. Let's see. He's like, I'm sorry you're not the first mage to be coming through here, though, so you might have to be sharing quarters with some of the other folks here. And he kind of leads further in here.
She looks over at Asbara. It's like,
And he looks kind of surprised at this like reveal as well. He's like, oh wait, no, he knows about this. Never mind. He does not look surprised. But he does make direct eye contact with you whenever he says this. Yeah, bot. But he's like, yeah, there's other mages here that you may have to share the quarters with. I apologize in advance, but you'll have your own room. And he looks over at you with a very pointed look, as Bara does.
Yeah.
Before the elven person in charge here kind of opens up this door here for you. And he reveals a room that has a couple of benches and chairs. Let's see. Along with a staircase leading further up into the castle. And most importantly, a elven woman who you recognize.
Oh, shit. I was kind of hoping this would happen with the other players around.
I know. But here we are.
Okay.
And you see Asbara kind of looks over at you before he says, Mondath, before kind of...
Mondath?
Yes.
Do I recognize that?
That's her
last name? Okay.
Yeah. And she kind of gives a nod before she looks over at you, and I don't think she fully recognizes you at first.
Mondath.
Let's see.
Yeah, because I'm all covered up purposely.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Hello. There we go. But she looks like she's aged more than like you would expect of an elf. And she's dressed in like all purple robes. And she seems to be like going through some sort of like book at the table here. Kind of looks up and she kind of like lets out a sigh upon being interrupted. And he's like, well, treat our new guest well. Asbar is going to be staying in this tower here now. She's like, oh, so Asbar gets his own tower, but I don't even get so much as a room by myself. And the elf man kind of gives her a pointed look before he kind of marches off.
How much stronger does she look from last time I saw her?
Make an insight check.
The rolls are so bad today.
I was gonna say do it with an advantage because you know Freya Mondath very well.
No.
Oh my god!
No,
Yeah, you are freaking out a little bit.
There's so many emotions.
It's hard to tell in terms of like arcane prowess or fighting ability, but you do notice that like she has aged way more than any person of elven lineage should have in the amount of time. Like, it's been a while since you last saw her, but she should not have aged this much in such a short amount of time. Which does catch your attention as kind of weird.
Okay.
From what little you know of elven culture, like, that's odd.
I'm gonna do... Okay, so is this a wall here?
Yes, so this is all wall, except there is a door right here. And that is where the elf guy had kind of pointed toward Asbar, being like, that's where you'll be staying.
Okay, well, I'm gonna turn and shut the door behind me, and then kind of, like, walk around the room to see if there's, like, windows or any other, like, ways in and out.
No other windows, but there is a staircase right here. So there's a staircase here, and then there's a door here leading into, like, a bedroom, it seems.
Okay. Damn. Well, this is scary.
And Asbara will speak up and is like, if you wish to see more of the premises, I will not stop you if you want to go and take a tour of the place. I do have some business to discuss with Miss Mondath here.
Is he saying that out loud?
Yeah, he said it out loud to you.
I think she's
She's like going through a book. She's not even like really paying attention to you guys at this point. Like, She seems to
Okay.
be like familiar with Asbar to a certain extent, but like very much so like a working acquaintance that you don't really want to talk to.
I think she's gonna message him. Like, I can walk around on my own.
You should be free to do so. If anybody gives you trouble, just say you're with me.
Okay.
Or if you really want to stir the pot, you can say you're with Miss Mondath here.
She laughs internally. Fuck. Oh, she's so angry and so scared at the same
Yeah.
time.
like-
Hold on. Let me think.
Yes,
Let me think.
yes.
This was not how I thought this was gonna go.
Mhm.
Probably not how you thought this was gonna go
Nope.
either.
Not at all. I would also recommend maybe not going upstairs through that specific door, that specific staircase, but any of the other ones, you should be fine.
Okay. I think since she hasn't recognized Robin and Robin's very terrified,
Mhm.
I think Robin's just gonna kind of wait.
Mhm.
She's not gonna say
Okay.
anything.
Is she gonna sit down at any of the benches or anything, or is she just gonna stand there angrily, standing man emoji?
Yeah, I think she's going to, because she's seen so many things.
Mhm.
I think she's gonna go find, like, is this a stool right here? She's gonna go sit by the wall,
Mhm.
sit down, and she's gonna draw out the few things, like the the fucking Drake, right?
Yeah, Drake.
And then like the elf guy, and try and like jot some stuff down. And she's gonna spend maybe like an hour and just like see if Freya notices anything
Okay.
before she lets her anger out.
Okay. Yeah, so you go to sit down and start writing in your book, and you see Asbara kind of like raises an eyebrow where he kind of like shrugs, and he will move over to kind of sit closer to Miss Freya Mondath here.
She also wants to know what they have to say to each other, I think.
Yes. So he's gonna sit down. He's like, so Miss Mondath, and she kind of like sighs and closes her book, and she's like, yes, Asbara. And he's like, have you seen Mr. Modar recently? And she's like, not since I went down to that little farming village in the south. But I'm assuming that we are going to see him once we leave this place. And Asbara's like, okay, so he's not here. And she's like, no. Okay, well, I'm probably going to find my rest here for the night and then continue on to Parnast. How much longer are you going to be staying here? And she says, well, similarly, I've been just recuperating here for a little bit, getting my wits about me before continuing on to consult with Mr. Modar myself. And Asbara kind of like nods. He kind of like glances over at you, like, do you want me to say anything? Like, kind of like glances at you because he knows that you are looking for her, and he's like, do you want me to introduce you? Like, actually, I think he might actually message you, like, do you want me to like introduce you or?
No need. I think. Oh my god, is there like food, ale, anything around here?
I think she has like a little like wine glass on her, like on her table that she had been sipping on while going through this book. And at his like quiet, I think she might also be like looking over at this stranger who's just made herself at home. He's like, I didn't know you were one to travel with others, Asbara. And Asbara's like,
I want to detect magic real quick.
Mhm.
As I get up, I want to do a quick little like look around. Is there anything in here? Does she have anything on her? I don't want any surprises.
Let's see. You see that she has a short sword strapped to her belt that does ping as magical. And then you do see that the wine that she is drinking, or what you had presumed was wine, does give like, not like a super, like it's not like a potion or anything, but there does seem to have some magical quality to the concoction in her glass.
Okay.
But nothing that like pings is like incredibly like crazy magical or anything, just very, very, very faint.
Okay. Yeah, I think she'll get up. She'll like reach behind her. I'm assuming she has like bags or something,
Mhm.
and pull out like her flask that she always does drinking out of.
Mhm.
And I think she'll come around and like sit right across. Oh, fly. Sit right here.
Mhm.
And like put her floss down and sit down. And like she'll start pulling off her like face wrap. So it really was you cunt.
You see this woman who has gone from like mildly irritated to like talking with like a work acquaintance to just like full just like utter shock. She's like, "What are you doing here?"
Oh, isn't it obvious? Just came to say hello.
What are you doing here?
Well, I was looking for answers, I guess.
And you see,
But you
she,
don't
like-
make anything easy. Never have.
You look that she is like so thrown for a loop here. That she kind of like puts a hand to her face a little bit, like trying to like school her expression in some way, shape, or form.
Honestly, I really was hoping that you had, found someone new. But a cult? Honey buns, really?
It's
You could do so much better.
I've tried better, trust me.
You had better. Trust me. She like leans back.
If I had any other options, trust me, I would still be at your side to this day. But God, and you see she's like so like thrown off by your presence, and she looks over to Asbar like, "Why did you bring her here?" But he's like, "She was looking for you," and she's like, "You know, I didn't want to see." And Asbar's like, "Hey, I'm not gonna get in between your guys' lover quarrels. I'm going to go check out my bedroom. Bye." He's going to dip. And she's like, there is a reason. You have to trust me on this. If you do not trust me on anything, that I left for a reason, not because of you, but there's a reason why I left and I didn't say anything, and I could have you threatening that, because otherwise there may be no future between us two. And
It's been a very long time. I think you threw that future out. I heard wind of you at Baldur's Gate. And I just thought, there's no way. I followed on a hunch. And I honestly, coming in here, I thought I was gonna die. There's no way she's this idiotic. And here you are. You had all these dreams of grandeur, and this is the grandeur you chose?
this is. She just like looks like she's about 12 different thoughts trying to like fight for her words here. This, I didn't want you to worry. That was the whole point of this. I did.
Leaving without saying anything. Oh, wow, yes, I'm not gonna worry. You can't win this. You fucked up and I found you.
Well, if you have any better options, then I would be welcome to hear them. Because I'm dying, Robin, and that's why I left.
You left how long ago, actually? 10 years ago? Is that what you
10
said?
years.
Yeah. You've been dying for 10 years, so it was 10 years we could have been together? That's not an excuse. Well, no, it is one. But it's not a good one.
Well, the reason why I haven't keeled over yet is because of these people.
So you're siphoning the life of the dragon lady?
Not exactly. They have the means with which to keep me going. Without them, I would have been long dead in a ditch.
And you would prefer to be in the mud instead of in the ditch?
I'd prefer to
don't
be
think-
alive.
Alive in here doesn't seem that much better. These
This is
people
temporary.
aren't good. I took the place of someone that was being kidnapped so they wouldn't be kidnapped. That's why I'm here. It's the second reason I'm here.
You let yourself be kidnapped by that guy?
No, I persuaded him. You remember how good my persuasion is?
Unfortunately, which is why I did not want to have this conversation with you.
Obviously. That's why I had to, go through literal hell to get here.
And yet here you are. Now what?
I guess I'll do the job I was, Honestly, I thought I was gonna kill you when I got here. But I'm a little scared of the, everything outside those doors.
Indeed. I don't think it would be very well to kill one of the high mages of this cult.
So how are you alive? Can you
Because,
explain it to me?
well, my sickness, it seemed to stem from some unknown source. I couldn't really place it until I eventually found out that it was some sort of poison. And who better to seek out advice on poison than somebody from today?
There's many better options than someone from Thay.
I've tried all the different options, but the only one who could give me any sort of solution.
Are you undead?
You see, she kind of like ushers to the last little dredges of her drink before tipping it over. She's like, "This is what's been keeping me going."
Oh, so you were poisoned, and so you just drink necrotic poison to stay alive?
It's an antidote, not a very strong one. They haven't been able to find a true antidote yet. But
To what? What's the condition?
that's the problem. I don't know.
I'm sure they do. How do you know this isn't some crippling thing to make you have to suckle to them and be trapped by them?
I mean, I've thought about that myself, but
And you don't have the balls to find out or ask?
like you said, there's a fuck lot of shit out there that could kill me in an instant if I were to.
Except you're the high mage.
I'm not. Did you see? Listen, I found a place for myself here, and like I said, I would. Would you prefer me dead?
Honestly, to this, yeah.
You see, she seems a little shocked at that.
You were the one with all the dreams, with the talent, the grit. You're in a fucking swamp with frog monsters and God knows what else. And they're all pretty idiots. I mean, that elf boy out there? Excuse me.
Oh yeah, he's. I mean, he's. This whole thing is temporary. This was a stopping point.
It's
for
been
me.
temporary for how long? It's not how that works.
This castle has only been. I've only been here for a few days. Normally, I am somewhere else. That is much nicer. The person who rules this castle is that elven idiot.
Are you happy?
As happy as I can be.
You know that means no, right?
She kind of just lets out this kind of gives kind of this bittersweet smile. Well, here's the thing, Robin. I could have been happy for a few weeks, a few months, and died, and that would have been it. Or I can be more uncomfortable with my lot in life and live to see a couple more decades.
It sounds more like you're okay with the power, even though it requires stepping on innocence. That's what it's a cult.
Roll an insight check for me with advantage.
right, aren't I? Bruh.
16. So she seems pretty earnest, but you do get the idea that maybe it might have started out as this way, like this like means to an end, like, oh, let me just get this antidote and then I'll dip. But it's been a decade. Why hasn't she left yet? She clearly has the antidote in hand.
Yeah.
She could probably recreate it. She's smart enough for it, but why hasn't she left yet?
I'm gonna take out, not the flask I was drinking out of, but I'm gonna take out the flask, what is it called? Never Ending Flask?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm gonna see if I can swipe her drink and pour it in there.
Okay. And she'll watch you do this with like a kind of arched eyebrow. She'll let you do it.
Okay. And like, I don't need a lot. I just need like
Mhm.
some. And then I'm just gonna like cap it. Well, we'll see where that goes, won't we?
You and your bruise.
Have I ever been wrong with my bruise? Ever? I mean, honestly, if you were poisoned, I don't really know why you didn't ask me. I can figure out anything.
I just didn't
But
want to drag you into this.
No, you didn't want to take me along. Stop lying.
And she seems like she's just like contemplating like just being swallowed up by the earth beneath her a little bit. So what is this? Are you going to try and drag me back to Baldur's Gate with you, or are you going to kill me here? What's the game plan?
You know, I didn't really know what I was going to do when I saw you. I didn't know if I was going to explode. I didn't know if I was going to attack you, if I was going to cry and beg for you. I just wanted answers. And I really was hoping that what I had heard, you and some fire genasi in suspicious garbs, was just my imagination. And it was all just fabrication of me being lonely. But, wow. We had our problems. But damn, you didn't even tell your mom you were leaving. You know I still have dinner with her? She misses you. Maybe you should tell her you're alive. How about this? I took the place of somebody else, so I'll do the job that I was brought here to do. Because I really don't want to die. I still have an intern and my bar. I'll pretend not to know you for now. You have more power than I do in this situation. So you could easily kill me. With how much you're lying to me about your true feelings, I don't doubt you will. I'm too much of a thorn in your side, a hitch in your plans, a wrinkle in your fabric. However you want to say it. But you're really here for power, that hunger that you always had. This place isn't going to last. You know how many adventurers I met on the way that are powerful, schemy? This much evil will not stay put. You're gonna have to pick a side, because again, you're the head honcho. So.
You want to roll a persuasion check with advantage?
Sure. This is not how I thought this was gonna go at all.
Mm-mm.
I think I really would have tried to kill her. if all the shit. You said persuasion?
With advantage.
Oh boy.
There you go.
Yeah, okay.
You see her expression doesn't really change, but you do see her, like, her jaw clench a little bit. Why didn't you just assume that I was dead? Why?
I did. For 10 fucking years. But guess what? The heart doesn't work like that. I can't just turn it off. I loved you. You loved power. I mourned you.
That means I didn't. That doesn't mean that I didn't love you and I didn't warn you.
You didn't love me enough.
She just, like, sits there, that clenched jaw again.
Are you trying to wake up the fucking dragons?
I don't give a shit about the fucking dragons. She says it very quietly, and then kind of glances over at the door really quick, just make sure it's closed. What I said was true. I mean, I might have stayed longer than necessarily I needed to, but
I think she'll pull out the flask that she has. Well, you have options now. Stay with this cult, eventually get murdered or thrown in prison, or I now also have your cure. That's on you. There's other ways to be powerful. There's other ways to be wanted. I don't mean with me. But, again, I could have... I'm charismatic. Who knows who I could have talked to? Get you in higher places. You didn't have to love me, but you could have at least used me.
damn.
Truce until you make a decision.
Yes, of course. I was never gonna raise my hand against you, Robin.
That's why you ran.
You see that hits the nail on the head right there. You see she kind of almost like flinches a little bit when you said that.
Alright. Good night. I'm gonna get up. And was there only one door?
There was one door. You get the idea that that room was specifically for Asbara. But you can go and ask around for where sleeping.
Well, okay, so these are stairs.
Those are stairs, and Asbara specifically told you, like, you can take any stairs you want. I wouldn't recommend taking those ones though.
Okay.
You get the idea that the central tower that you guys are currently at is kind of where, like, all the head honchos kind of stay at.
Okay, I think...
But that has not been offered to you, it seems.
Yeah. I think she wants out of there as fast as possible. I think she's gonna go kind of check on this door, see if it's open or not.
Yeah, it's locked whenever you try it.
Okay, then she's just gonna go out here. And I think she's gonna go out there, immediately see all the creatures, put her mask back on, breathe, and just kind of like pace a little bit back and forth. And then she's gonna spend, I don't know, like the day or whatever. She's gonna spend the day just kind of walking around a little bit, getting a lay of the land. Because she's gonna have to figure out how to fucking get out of here. Because they're gonna kill her. They're gonna kill her once they're done using her.
Yep. Alright. Yeah, and I will say in this little area, there's a door. Get out of here. There's a door like right here. That also leads further into the castle, and you did see there was a door right here that also led deeper into the keep. But debating on when to cut this short, but I mean, honestly,
I was like,
that
you wanna
might
do
be
it now?
a good,
Yeah.
good stopping point right there. You can kind of catch up with the rest of the party from there.
Cool. Well, this was fun, guys.
Yay!
We didn't get the big lesbian fight that I thought we were gonna get, but here we are.
Tragic lesbian, tragic Yuri.
Always.
We have to go to the song.
Is that how we end it?
That's how I ended. I don't know if that's how Brandon ends it, but.
Alright, well.
Wake up!
The wizard!
Let's go on an adventure.
Fire!
Woo!
Have you seen my sword?
Someone find my sword! Can you feel it calling? It whispers in the breeze.
An ancient sword of siren shivers in the trees.
A shanty sung by heroines and heroes lost to time.
It promises adventures for those who pay it love.
Add advantage to your roll, though the journey takes its toll. We shall stay hardy, friends remain while facing foes to the dungeons and the dragons.